Welcome back, darlings, and welcome to another product review. And you join me in the back of a Mercedes GLS, which is the home to a couple of dogs. So they, whilst liking to spread around a lot of hair, they also like to spread around a lot of mud. So I've got to clean some trim. Now, a little while ago, I did a video from of on these kind of microfiber scrub pads, and I compared them to a traditional detailing brush, such as this. This is a 1-inch brush, probably one of the bigger ones that you can get. And I showed how much quicker these were at getting the same results, if not better. Now, I got these from a company called Detailers United on Amazon. That's where they sell them. You can get them in lots of different places. Detailers United have now sent me a couple of things to try. So I purchased these. I bought a 3-pack or 4-pack, I think. Been very, very pleased with them. The review's gone down well, and it's generated some sales. So off the back of that, they have sent me a few new products they've got imported, and they wanted me to try and demo so you can see them. One of which is this, and it's a similarly sized, probably slightly plusher finish on the scrubbing side, but it's deeper and it's got a very thick, firm foam block inside. I'm not too sure about this one in terms of what the use case is. I can see that being firm is quite good, but then the fact that this is like forms around what you're scrubbing is useful in comparison to this, which would be on a surface and then changing surfaces. So I could give it a go. Not too sure about that one. What I am sure about though is this one. This is a mitt. So if you look at this in terms of size, 3 times the surface area, give or take. That's significant, especially when it comes to speeding up your job in terms of the results you can get and the speed you can get them done for, which, when you're doing this professionally, is really important. So maybe not as important to a hobbyist, although anything that makes it quicker anyway is good, but as a pro, this is cool. I'm really interested to see how this goes. So I've not used them at all. I've just dunked them in some water and squeezed them out, just to kind of freshen them up, remove any packing lint. And what I'm going to do is then spray on a little bit of Polestar onto here and a little bit of Polestar onto the pad, just to kind of prime that, and then give this panel a good wipe over and see where we get to. So first time of using this, it's got a like fabric lining inside. I think there's just one solid pouch. There's no like finger splitter in the middle of it. Bit of foam on the inside, bit of foam on the back. You can apparently use this for scrubbing on more stubborn stains. I can't imagine why you'd need to, because this side on this pad was really effective anyway. But let's enough waffle and get on with it, shall we? Okay, so all that's happened here is it's been hoovered. That's all that's been happening. So I'll give it a quick spray here, like misting. This is Koch Chemie Polestar at 20:1, so it's very mild. That's its weakest solution. Some people ask me why I use Koch Chemie Polestar on the interior, because it's a fabric and leather cleaner in Alcantara. Well, my argument is it's very mild, so it's safe on nearly every finish, and I think this is a real benefit, it does leave a little bit of a protectant behind, so you don't necessarily need to dress your panels afterwards, which is a nice perk, I think. Oh, blimey, that's quick, and that's really easy. It's forming all around all the shapes. I can see it's getting in here under the seams. It's come up quite grubby, bearing in mind that was pristine and white before. Then here's a comparison of exactly the same material that hasn't been used. So I'm going to go and give this a quick rinse out, get a microfiber cloth to wipe off the excess and inspect. Well, that's just drying off there. Let's go rinse this out. So, quick rinse. It's come up pretty clean. Proper wash at the end of the job will be good. This will be enough to go onto another panel though, not spread anything around, so that's pretty solid. Results are fantastic. So, for the sake of comparison, I'll just use the firm block on the other side so you can see that. All right, my immediate impression there is it's harder to get it into the groove, so I'm having to go round things twice, whereas the pad kind of deforms, either the little pad or the mitt, they deform around the area that you're working in. So it makes it a lot easier. And that was my initial concern. I can't really understand where this product would be useful. This particular one, this pad, maybe around this boot trim here, so I might give that a quick go. Okay, so I haven't washed out the pad from doing the side bit of plastic there. I'm just a quick spray on here, around this trim. I think you'll get a fair amount of this, but you won't get all of it because of the angle. Now, I can see a benefit here, and it is kind of protecting your hand from getting bashed because it's a bit thicker. So that might be of use to someone. I wouldn't say it is to me necessarily, but it might be for someone. It's not to say it's a bad product if that makes sense. Just it may not be all that useful for me as a detailer. To the point now I'm going to have to kind of go in here. I'm going to use a brush just because I've got it here. And it's a bit muddy, so I'll rinse it out. But my thoughts here would be the mitt or the deformable pad. If I was using that across the whole thing, I'd have been able to get into that without any issues. Just a quick observation to make there when I was just washing it out. It's not a sponge inside, it's like that firm plastic packing foam, not styrofoam, but the firm plastic packing foam that you get around expensive electrical items, often used in monitors and printers, you know, when you get shipped out, or laptops sometimes. So you can't really squeeze it out either, so you have to kind of rub your hand over the bristles with a bit of cleaner. I can't really advise this one being a good particular, for me, I can't see why you would need this as a detailer. So during editing this, I realised there was a scenario I could think of where this could be really useful. You're looking at them. When I say this, I particularly mean the little foam back block one. So I've used it in two places. One is here on the foot pedals. I did it on another car and it worked really well, so I'm going to film it again here. And the other one is clean the bathroom, clean your shower cubicle, tiles and stuff. This was cracking at that. But let's first focus on here. So foot pedal, quick spray with a little bit of Built Hamper Surfex HD. That's at 50:1 because it's the internal dilution. Yes, you don't really need it stronger than that. And the reason I chose this, I thought this would get, you see, it's definitely clearing it up. Foot pedals are pretty grubby anyway, right? So it doesn't matter too much. That's massively overexposed as well, so I will show you the face of that sponge in just a moment. You get an idea. Pretty grubby. Yeah, it's a foot pedal, that's unsurprising. So, turn that light back on. And then you get a question of why did I think about this for this particular job? It's again because of the frongs on here. Do we call it the brush? It's a very fine brush. It gets deep inside the grooves, and you can see those have come up very, very clean. And it's always a nice touch to clean the pedals on the customer's car because it looks really effective. However, it can be very time consuming. It can also be very time consuming to get a good job with a brush. This makes that quicker. Okay, so the important thing then is pricing. $5.99 for two. That's pretty good. And I'm looking at this thinking, actually, this is the job they are brilliant for. That being firm has actually made that very easy because you're trying to reach in a hard to reach area. Being able to grip the block it firmly has meant it's easier to do the scrubbing, put the pressure on. The issue here with the softer pads is they deform around the pedal. Everywhere else, that is a useful feature. Here, that's actually a bit of a faff because you're in an inaccessible area. So, clean your brake pedals and your bathroom. Winner. The mitt, though, I'm completely sold on, so let's go and see that inside, and then I'll tell you where you can get them from. Okay, then back with the big mitt, because this I'm finding it a lot easier. We're going to do a little bit of leather seat cleaning. It doesn't look too dirty from where you are, and from the angle you're at, I couldn't get you in to see the real dirty bit, which is on this side, but don't worry, because it looks just as muddy as the back of this. So this, and a door card. While I'm doing this, where can you get them from? Well, Amazon, that is where Details United is a reseller. They don't sell, they don't have their own website. That's where they sell their products. And the links for this and the other ones are all below. So the little pads, which I still think are very, very good, they're below as well. And the square ones, if you think I've got a use for that big firm pad, I've got those down there too. Anytime you buy an Amazon link, it's an affiliate link for me, so I get a bit of kickback from it, which means I can go and buy more products to invest in to test on the channel. So as an example, Amazon always said that you had to have it as a gift voucher, an Amazon gift voucher. Now it just gets transferred into your bank account. That is much more useful because it means I'm not restricted to just buying products off Amazon. And what that has enabled me to do is, in that recent test I did between the Geon foam and the built Hamba, I was able to use the funds from my affiliate links to buy those products to allow me to test more things on the channel. So that's how I use the money I make from it. It's not in my pocket. In a sense, it's there to make the channel better and hopefully inform people and make better content. So that's my plan with how I use affiliate links. It'd be lovely, wouldn't it, if I got to a point where I'm making millions and then I can actually say, oh yeah, well, some goes into my pocket and some goes onto the channel, darling. I'm not there yet. But keep subscribing and we might get there, eh? Thank you very much for all the people that have and all the people that frequently comment on my channels and the comments. I like it a lot. Enough of that nonsense. Let me just finish wiping this bad boy over. These are the results I'm getting here, and these are the speed that I'm getting them. Now that is the important thing in my book. It's getting brilliant results, but getting them in a way that is cost effective. That is very, very good. And there's a question, isn't there, how much does it cost? I guess that's an important thing. And I'm just gonna go and find out because I forgot. Cool, $7.99. I think that's very, very good value for that. I can see it lasting pretty well. There's no damage or wear to it there, which is great. And there shouldn't be because I've only just used it, but it's good to see that it has lasted more than one. There are some products out there that don't. So yeah, $7.99. Money well spent, I think. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you in the next one.